And for Denmark, Ahmed Joki El Ahmad. Just 18 years old, a 2017 Nordic champion, boxed in the World Youth Championships towards the end of last year. McGrail picked up bronze medals in the World Youth Championships and the Youth Olympics a little while ago now.
Refereeing ring A from Australia, judges from Morocco, Kazakhstan, Bulgaria, Turkey and Russia. The referee in the ring B, Sedi Lafi from Ireland, judges from Sweden, from Philippines, from Italy, and from Cuba.
Touch of gloves between the two. This is a bantamweight, 56 kilos. See some terrific fighters at bantam in the last few years. The standard when you get to later stages of competitions at 56 in the last 2 or 3 years has been absolutely terrific. McGrail immediately on the front foot, boxing out of that southpaw stance. He's an aggressive fighter, and he's looking to try and get right on top of El Ahmed from the very start here. He's not going to want to give him any time to settle. I think maybe he feels the 18-year-old can be bullied a bit, intimidated a bit here. He's tall, El Ahmad. At 18, he's going to move through the weights. I don't think there's much doubt about that. He's at 56 at the minute, but you'd imagine at some stage you'll see him step up to lightweight, 60 kilos, maybe even beyond that. Nice straight left hand there from McGrail. Some good feet there though from El Ahmad. He's using the outside of the ring. McGrail's taking the centre of the ring for the most part. He doesn't really want to get caught in a corner, trying to switch stances there, El Ahmad. The referee didn't really call break there as McGrail threw the right hand on the move. He's got long levers, El Ahmad. It would be good to see him try and use that jab. A stiff jab could maybe just earn him a bit of respect from McGrail. If he could hit him with the jab as McGrail's looking to try and move in, then that would make him think twice. At the minute, he's not really using it. He's got that left hand low, which doesn't matter. You can whip it up from the waist and get real snap on it, but I haven't seen that just yet. Just moving in and out with the feet there, McGrail, looking to try and tee up a left hand. He's maybe a bit over eager here, the England fighter, the man in red. Could maybe just slow things down a touch and half a step back at times might be what he needs. That was a good combination there from McGrail. Just nipping in with that right to the body there, El Ahmad. Wore a left hand there, the man in blue, as he was just trying to circle away to his left-hand side. He does hold those gloves low, doesn't really get them up a lot. He tried to then. Interesting enough first round that. McGrail was the man on the front foot, and you would say that he bossed it for that reason. But just towards the end there, El Ahmad just looked to me like he was maybe just figuring things out a little bit, just taking his own feet back a touch, and that's what he needs to do really if he's going to try and catch McGrail on the way in. He's not going to jab by the look of it, not with any authority anyway. little bit of damage to both of them. You can see the yellowing of the bruising underneath the right eye there for El Ahmad, underneath the left eye for McGrail.
Second round.
It's a big leap when you step up from youth competition to senior competition, and that's what El Ahmad is doing. He was at the World Youth Championships in St. Petersburg towards the end of last year, and now he's in full senior competition. It can take a little while to adjust, but I think he's doing okay here against a really good fighter. Of these bouts this afternoon are guaranteed a bronze medal, remember. So we already know that Vasily Egorov will be getting one, as will Yevgeny Karmelchik at light flyweight. Both of those at 49 kilos. Just stands a bit tall there and square as he let his hands go, El Ahmad. That could have been a recipe for disaster, but McGrail wasn't in a position to do anything about it. Nice left hand from McGrail. Good left again there from the man in red, and then just spins away to his left. He's getting those gloves up a bit more when the punches are coming back, El Ahmad, but he's getting picked off every now and again. It looks like he can take a shot okay, because he's been caught pretty clean actually a couple of times. There's that left hand. He's always looking for the left hand, but the guard was up there from El Ahmad. Just sent backwards there, El Ahmad. McGrail connecting high on the head, I think, with that right followed by a left. Good upper body movement there from McGrail. A long right hand there from El Ahmad. Maybe just grazed him as he was just swaying back out of the way. El Ahmad doing the same himself there, just taking the weight onto the back foot and riding those shots fairly effectively. McGrail's in charge here, but El Ahmad is showing himself to be a decent fighter, a more than capable fighter.
And the second round.
There's that left hand again, that didn't quite make it. Dips the head and throws that left, looking for it to the body there, McGrail. There's a bit off balance.
And on the second round. Second round.
Third and final round. Peter McGrail of England in the red. Ahmed Choki El Ahmad of Denmark in the blue. He's got good feet, McGrail, just dipping in with that front foot, just trying to draw something from El Ahmad, who every now and again looks like he's going to switch, and when he's halfway through just reverts back to orthodox. He's been skirting around the outside of the ring here for the most part, El Ahmad. Technically he's not bad, you know, he's not been that easy to hit. Most of the punches that have landed from McGrail have been towards the end of their journey. He's taken the weight back and managed to ride most of them. When they have got through, he's taken them pretty well. McGrail looking for the left to the body. Big overhand left, didn't quite make it. Right hand on the turn there from El Ahmad. I think might just have made contact. Good movement there from McGrail. Right hand straight down the middle there from El Ahmad. And looking for one to the body as well. He's grown in confidence during the course of this fight. I wouldn't say he was hesitant at the start, but maybe just slightly unsure. There's that left hand. Straight down the middle and then just dips away to his left. Stiff left again there from McGrail, who looks to try and work the body on the inside. It's the final minute of the third round. This is the final round. McGrail in the red, El Ahmad in the blue. Referee telling him to keep the punches up there. That looks okay to me. McGrail just looking for the body with the left hand. There seems to be too much wrong with it. Nice combination there from McGrail. It's been a good fight this again. Good tempo, really good work rate from both of these two, and I think El Ahmad will have learned a lot from this. McGrail will get the decision here. There'll be something very strange if he didn't, but it's a good learning curve. Takes a tumble there, McGrail. No knockdown though, just for all the slip as he gets his gloves wiped off. Bell goes at the end of the 3 rounds. All smiles in the England corner. They're pretty confident. So that left hand is difficult to see coming. It's often the case with a southpaw backhand. It's better when he throws it straight, like he did that last one, than when it comes in from wide. Just there, he just pops it out.
The winner of this bout by unanimous decision is boxer from red corner, Peter McGrail.
It's McGrail who gets it. 5-0 on points. 5-0 on the judges' cards, rather. And he was in charge of that right from the start, but as I say, El Ahmad did okay there. Did better than okay, actually, stepping up from youth boxing to senior boxing. And some 10-8 rounds in there for some of those judges. He's got good upper body movement, McGrail. Good feet too. He's got most of the ingredients you need, to be honest. There's that right hand followed by a left hand. But he could take a shot, El Ahmad. You know, he was caught pretty crisply on a number of occasions, but it didn't seem to bother him too much. As I say, I'm not totally convinced he'll stay at bantamweight for that much longer, given how tall he is. It could surprise us though. Some people just have that kind of physique, that kind of build, and nothing really gets added to it down the years, despite the fact that you would think that it would be. So we've got another bantamweight quarter-final upon us here. Jose Quias Brotons of Spain up against Stefan Ivanov of Bulgaria.
Спонсорів та партнерів Чемпіонату Європи з боксу Харків-17. Офіційні партнери турніру компанія Smart Energy, благодійний фонд Дмитра Шенцева та мінеральна вода Регіна. Партнери змагань – фармацевтична компанія «Здоров'я», компанія «Інтертул», мережа автозаправних комплексів ВОК, мережа ЗС «Маршал», Прем'єр Парас, Хотел Харків і банківський дім. І ми запрошуємо вас на наступні поєдинки у ваговій категорії до 56 кілограмів. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next bout in the ring A.
Third fighter in ring A this afternoon to go through to the semi-finals.
І у червоний кут рингу запрошується боксер із Іспанії. And now making his way to the red corner of the ring A from Spain, Jose Quiles Brotons.
So this is Jose Quiles Brotons from Spain. He's had a couple of fights already, beat Robert Jataru of Romania, Ali Alagas of Turkey. Spanish champion from 2016, got to the quarterfinals of the European Under-22 Championships.
From Bulgaria, Stefan Borislavov Ivanov.
As our referee, and here's the other opponent, Ivanov, who has just got a little bit of damage to that left eye, maybe. That was swollen, I would say, a bit earlier in proceedings. Broton's just waiting for Ivanov. Ivanov, 24 years old, from the CSKA Sofia club. Went to the qualifiers at Samsun and Baku last year, but didn't manage to make it to the Olympic Games. Boxed in the World Championships in 2013, will be boxing again at the World Championships in Hamburg in 2017. Just to remind you that everybody who's made it through to the quarterfinals in all weight divisions will all be at the World Championships. So they've all achieved that particular aim. Serhei Asanau of Bulgaria, our referee. Belarus, I beg your pardon. So Quiles of Spain in the red, Ivanov of Bulgaria in the blue, and that's an interesting start already, and Ivanov looking to unload, throwing a big left hand. And these two look like two strong, muscular kinds of fighters. I've not seen either of these two before. Looking for a right hand there, Quiles. Quiles just falling short with a right hand there himself. Looking to the body, looking to bang to the body there, Ivanov, but as he threw that right, the left hand came back from Quiles, who again looks to swing a big right hand over the top, and there's some serious artillery being thrown in there by both of them. Be interested to see if they can keep this up. 1 minute gone in the first round. Combination there from Ivanov, taken on the gloves really by Quiles. Right hand as he was stooping there from Quiles. Wasn't that far away from making quite damaging contact, I don't think. And they're both happy just to stay in the pocket here, these two, and just trade. Just blinking a bit there, Ivanov. Stiff right hand there though, as he just walks forward and then throws a cuff on left as well. Big right there from Quiles, but he's stopped in his tracks by right from Ivanov, and this is a fantastic fight to watch so far. Final minute of the first round, punishing right hand thrown down the middle there from Quiles, and these two just digging their toes in, stepping forward and just throwing with everything they've got here. Of upper body movement there from Ivanov, but then just slips straight onto a left hand. referee just talking to Quiles about making contact with the inside of the glove there, with the palm, with the forearm, really, rather than with the knuckle part of the glove. Big left hook there, thrown by Quiles, and he caught one on the inside there. That was a nice, tidy little left hand there from Ivanov, and that's no knockdown right at the end of the round. Well, that was a punishing first 3 minutes for both of these, and just towards the end of it, it looked like Ivanov might be beginning to get to his man a bit. They both got quite heavy hands, but the Bulgarian at times hit his man with some solid looking punches. They both did, to be honest. It was like a right hand lead that he threw there, Ivanov, but it was quite snappy all the same.
Second round.
Well, more of the same, please. That first round was good to watch. Just looking to try and fire out the jab there. Ivanov of Bulgaria, he's in the blue. Jose Quiles of Spain, a 19-year-old, 5 years younger than his opponent. He's in the red. Well, the gum shield has come out there, and it belongs to Ivanov. That's been knocked out by Quiles. And his left eye, I think, is just beginning to redden up again. There was swelling above that left eye at the start of the fight for Ivanov. I don't think it's really bothering him, but it's been tagged again. Ivanov looking to try and go to the body. I think at the start of the second round, Ivanov had come out with the idea that Quiles' power, although not inconsiderable, wasn't going to be enough to really cause him too many problems. Maybe he's just been made to reconsider that slightly. Good attack there, though, from Ivanov. Nice right hand over the top, and then just dipped away to throw the left to the body. Referee just telling them both to keep their heads up. Good body shot that from Ivanov, but answered back by Quiles. Left hook there from Quiles didn't quite land. He led with the hook himself there too, Ivanov. He didn't make contact either. Some good stinging shots on the inside there from Quiles, who again looks to bomb with a big right hand and then opened up with a left, and Ivanov was caught with that, but took it fine. It's been pretty brutal stuff, this. And neither one of them is really showing any sign of slowing down at all. Right hand from Ivanov just sent Quiles back slightly, then looked to try and follow up to the body. That's 20 seconds of the round, and this has been a tight one again. Just walking forward as he threw the right hand there, Ivanov. He was wide open there, but he moved on to the shoulder of his man, and it made it difficult for Quiles to just take that half a step back and free up his hands. Stiff right hand there from Quiles, and then one maybe just slightly after the bell, but he was mid-combination. That's another really interesting round.
Stefan, siamo 3 minuti, è il massimo rabota, e poi se no deve sempre e un po' cubrada. Okay? Siamo 3 minuti.
Some urgent advice going into the corner there. little bit calmer in the Cuellar's corner. That left hand just landed with the inside of the glove a bit. But the gum shield comes out there. It was just popping out, then the right hand dislodged it. But I wouldn't really like to say which way this one is going, to be honest. Heading into the third and final round, and I don't think either of these two will be in any way confident either. Which should mean that they'll both just pour it all out in a bid to get to the semi-finals and pick up a medal. It's a day off tomorrow for everybody, so a bit of time to rest, a bit of time to heal, and if it's Ivanov who gets through, then he'll need it actually, because that left eye's come up again a bit. Hand there from Cuellar. It's not his best punch, that left hook, though. It does tend to land with the inside of the glove, the palm of the glove a bit. Cuellar is just gesturing to Ivanov to engage. Ivanov comes forward with that right hand to the body. It's kind of funny the way he throws that punch. He walks in, throws it to the body, and then leans in almost. And this will come down to work rate, this will come down to willpower, effort, whoever wants it most in this third and final round. It's as simple as that, really, I think. And of the two, I would say that it's Cuellar who is coming on the fresher as we head into the second half of round 3. Ivanov really who's on the retreat more. That was a good left hand there from Cuellar. That one did land a bit more firmly. Big left hand there from Ivanov, but he missed and then got tacked on the inside by Cuellar. Both of them just trading. Again, the referee just telling him about delivering that punch with the inside of the glove. It's not something he could really help Cuellar, to be honest. It's just the technique he throws it with. He doesn't really turn the hand over on it, turn the elbow over on it. Heads almost coming together. Final 30 seconds. Cuellar just covering up a touch there, then trying to explode out into the left hook. Seconds to go and the gum shield has come out again there. Big left hand from Cuellar caused it. I'm not sure if the referee's seen it. Well, the bell goes anyway. Both of them celebrate. I'm not too sure which way this one has gone. I wouldn't like to say. There's some damage to that eye though. A little smear of blood coming from it from Ivanov. Terrific fight though. Really was. Non-stop action all the way through. Short left hand just backed Cuellar up there as he was looking to try and move in. And there's that left hand that knocked out the gum shield, and that was probably the best one he threw. Generally, doesn't really pick the elbow up on it, so it does land with the inside of the glove most of the time. They're not sure, are they? They're both nervous here.
The winner of this bout by the split decision is the boxer of red corner.
Cuellar gets it. Split decision, and it was tight. 4 judges found for him, 1 found for Ivanov. Qualified for the World Championship, so Ivanov, so that's his primary mission completed here. He's very disappointed though as he makes his way out of the ring on my right-hand side. Two scores at 29-28. And it was a really terrific fight to watch. I probably would have gone with Cuyes myself. I would have done, in fact. At the time of that, he just came on a bit stronger in that final round. Got even up with the first round, and I think Cuyes with rounds 2 and 3. Should be very, very lively. We've got Ireland against England. Some Russia-Ukraine clashes today, but this is a rivalry that goes back a long, long way as well. Sean McComb up against Luke McCormack, and it's difficult to see how this won't be a good fight. Stepping up into the 64-kilo category.
To the red corner of the ring A from Ireland, Sean Joseph McComb.
Well, McComb beat Eric Agateljian of the Czech Republic, and then the #1 seed Vitaly Donitsev of Russia, a much decorated fight. So that was a terrific win. 24 years old. He's competed in the German Bundesliga, national champion a couple of times. Boxed in 2 World Championships, so Hamburg will be his 3rd. Picked up a bronze at the European Games, so he's very experienced, the 24-year-old. And this is Luke McCormack, beat Miguel Oganessian of the Ukraine, and then Johan Orozco of Spain, so getting past the home fighter, that is no easy thing to do. From the Berkeley Boxing Club, as are his brother Pat and Callum French, will be seeing them today. Cyrus Pattinson, who's on Team GB, he's from that stable too. Got a gold medal at the European Under-22 Championships, has boxed in WSB. So McComb has got more senior international pedigree in terms of big tournaments. McCormack has burst onto the scene relatively recently, but has achieved quite a bit in a short space of time.
The boxer from Hungary. Please welcome Richard Kovacs.
So our referee calls the 2 to the centre of the ring. Final words for them. It's interesting actually when you saw them in their corners there, McComb and McCormack. I've been up close with McCormack quite a bit, but I've never been in the same kind of proximity to McComb. Maybe it's the perspective of where I'm sitting, but McComb kind of looked the taller of the two. When they're head to head, there's really nothing in it. McComb, southpaw. Cormac boxing out of the orthodox stance, looks to try and barrel his man back to the neutral corner. Did just catch McComb with the left hand as McComb was on his way to his left-hand side, just skirting across the ropes, jabbing to the body there, McComb. Got a nice balanced stance. The Irishman, that long lead hand, that southpaw jab. 2 different styles we've got here. Left to the body was a good shot there from McComb, and then nice movement, just dipped the knees and took himself away. Cormac just falling short with the right hand. Cormac with a right to the body. McComb again just looking for his left to the body. Both, I think, were blocked by the forearms there. Cormac felt that he got through with that one. You still see fighters do this every now and again. When they feel they've scored a scoring shot in what they know will be a tight fight, they'll just raise that right glove. Doesn't make any difference to anything, it's just a habit from days gone by, from the computer scoring days, to be perfectly honest. Looking to stick with that backhand there, McComb, but again the guard was in place for McCormack. So McComb boxing mainly off the back foot, McCormack on the front foot, which is what you would expect, but he just held his feet there and let a couple go, McComb. Heading into the final minute of the first round, jabbing to the body. It's always a good shot, the jab to the body. Usually hits something, then a left hand down the middle there from McComb. Left hand, good jab there from McCormack. That did make contact. But an interesting kind of round this. McComb has maybe looked a bit tidier of the two. But the two most solid shots that have been landed come from McCormack. One right at the very start of the fight, and then that jab just a few seconds ago. And that's taken on the gloves, you see. That's a good-looking 1-2 there from McComb, but that's taken on the gloves by McCormack, and then goes to the body. It's a good fight, this, between two well-matched, very good boxers. Last 10 seconds. Right hand, didn't quite get there, I don't think. McComb was just taking a weight back.
Okay, breathe, nice and calm. Let it speak to us. Good boy. Breathe, right, breathe. Listen, that's got to be tight. You need that tighter. Once you've got that tight, Luke, you can't hit it. What do you need? There's a lot of tighter hitting with that. What do you need with your feet? Okay, go in behind your jab.
There was that jab, jabs high to the head. Doesn't really jab much, McCormack. I think it caught McComb a bit by surprise, to be honest.
Right, we're not finished with this. Jab, jab, jab. 1, 2, finish. Watch his back hands. Cut it. Same time he makes. Same thing. Often finish, okay?
They're looking for a few more feints in that McComb corner. They want him to get on the jab, and getting on the jab is a pretty obvious thing to do against someone like McCormack, who doesn't exactly just come walking in straight lines. There's a lot more to him than that, but he is on the front foot most of the time. He will be looking to be the aggressor, close down that space and really make the fight. That's the kind of style he has. McComb's a more kind of languid boxer. The two, you would say. There's that jab to the body from McComb. Backhand to the body as well, and those are good punches. They might not look like much, but backhand to the body as well, and those are good punches. They might not look like much, but they're landing. Good left hand aside there from McComb. The body again there from McComb. One, two from the backhand didn't really land. The jab just about did. A couple of times he's got that jab working better in the second round than he did the first. McCormack needs to move his head a bit more when he's coming forward. There's not a lot of lateral movement there, and again he just takes the weight back there, McComb. That was nicely done, used the ropes. He dips his knees on his way in sometimes, but the head doesn't really move a lot. Weight came forward a bit there from McCormack as he threw the right hand. Almost took that left hand back there, McComb, after he'd thrown it. McCormack moving in. That looks a little bit more promising for him into the final minute of the second round. McComb with a left to the body. Good left hand there from McComb as well, and then it's onto the shoulder of his hand there from McComb. Worried about heads, but the shoulder of his man. Referee just having a word about heads, but bit of a problem that McCormack has got in this round is that when he steps in, he's kind of shutting down his own space. McComb isn't really giving ground as much as he was shutting the first space. And that's good reflexes there again from McComb. Just sticks that left hand and takes the body back. Nice body attack there though from McCormack. Nothing wrong with them. The referee saying they might have been low. They weren't from where I was sitting. There from McComb as he was on the move. McCormack on the front foot as the round finishes. That, for me, was a good round for the Irishman, and I would probably have gone McCormack just in the first round, McComb in that second round to tee it up at 1 apiece, but it's always worth pointing out that it doesn't actually matter what I think. It's the 5 scoring judges ringside.
This is your round. How? Oh, wait. 1, 2,
Left hand didn't really make it. It just clipped him, but I thought that landed more solidly than it actually did originally.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and go. Okay, move. Okay? Excellent. You have
Nice left hand there from McComb. Just popped it straight down the middle. Not that easy to throw it. Arrow straight like that. But whenever a southpaw does it, more often than not, he finds a target. So this is a good fight. Still could go either way, I would say. Nice jab there from McComb just to kick the round off. And the corner seat not removed as far away from the ring as the referee would have liked. Stiff backhand there from McComb. That's a good shot. McCormack's moving in and he got caught with it. Stopped him in his tracks. He's coming forward here, McCormack, as he always does. It's not been as effective as he would have liked so far. They just swap punches there though. Left hand from McComb followed by right hand from McCormack. It's another good fight though. We've had some really good boxing today already. Very, very strong continental championships, European championships. He's just slightly hesitant at times in this final round, McCormack. He was in range there a couple of times and just didn't really let his hands go. Left to the body from McComb, right hand from McCormack over the top. Bomb with that left hand there, McComb again. Threw it down the middle that time and it worked a little bit better, just pulling it as he throws it wide. Good movement of the head there from McComb. Looking to try and stick the jab though. The jab taken on the gloves. A lot of punches of both of these two have been taken on the gloves. McCormack does use that guard. McComb uses his reflexes more. I wouldn't mind a couple more rounds of this actually. It's a shame that we have to finish after 3. Again, it's a good looking couple of punches that, but these are landing on the gloves, so landing on the gloves and the forearms. Right to the body though, that was a good shot from McComb. Right to the body from McCormack. There's that 1-2 again, but it's eye-catching stuff. It's from the outside. He's got those longer levers, McComb. He's got long arms, big long reach on him. It's kind of easy for the judges to see what he's doing. It's not quite as easy then to see what McCormack's doing and how successful styles of boxers there. There's not a lot in this. styles of boxers there. There's not a lot in this. Not a lot in this at all. If I were in that corner, I'd be more confident, I think.
And the winner is involved by the split decision is boxer of...
Split decision, 3-2, and it was tight, it was tight. 3-2, split decision, 3-2, and it was tight, it was tight. And the referee scores reflect was on the front foot. Of the two, a lot of punches thrown by both were caught on the gloves, were caught on the forearms, particularly those 1-2s from McCoon. And he will take a bronze medal away with him. Let's have a look at the scores. 3 scores of 29-28 for McCoy away with him. Let's have a look at the scores. 3 scores of 29-28, 2 of 30-27 for McCoon. That's pretty interesting. 2 judges thought McCoon won that handily. The other 3 had McCormack by a tight margin, so that was very, very close. It came down to 1 round on 1 card, essentially. So it doesn't really get much closer than that. McCormack, I think, can feel a little bit past. You always should, you always can, justifiably, when you lose to a razor-thin decision like that. It was an interesting one to watch, certainly. So midway through this afternoon's bounce, 5 down, still 5 to go. Plenty of really good boxing already so far. We've got another one coming up in the light welterweight category between Hadi Hassan Norway and Valdas Petrauskas in Lithuania. Bronze back in the 2012. Petrauskas, very experienced fighter.
Ну що ж, вітаємо вас на наступному поєдинку у ваговій категорії до 64 кілограм. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next bout in the light welterweight division. І у червоний кут рингу запрошується боксер із Норвегії. And now making his way to the red corner of the ring A from Hadi Hassan
Hadi Saror got a bye and then beat Robbie McKechnie of Scotland to get to this stage. Famous World Championship place, 21 years old.
Joining us from Lithuania,
Nordic champion.
Petrauskas.
Scooped that crown earlier this year. Had a couple of cracks at qualifying for the Olympic Games in Samsun and then in Baku, didn't manage to make it. Valdas Petrauskas did get to Rio, but was to Manoj Kumar in the prelims, as I've already said, 4 years before that in London. He won a bronze medal, he's repeated it. We had a 3rd later in the year in the World Youth Championships. Tournament he's featured in, so of the 2 at 25 years old, he's a lot more experienced. Very tall for 64 kilos. Petrauskas. Shorter, squatter kind of operator.
Okay, listen to me. When I say stop,
Heads
up, no opening, no low.
Judges from Russia, Korea, the Philippines, England, and Wales.
Referee in the ring is Alder Kasparov from Germany. Judges from Ireland, from Australia.
So here we go, another quarter final in the light welterweight division, 64 kilos. And as I mentioned, they are very different kinds of builds. Has he got a good jab on him? Well, that's need to keep Petrauskas off him. Oh, he's pushing out that lead hand early on, Soror. That was a decent looking jab there. Petrauskas with a slightly hangdog expression as he just ate one on his way in, and he won't be too bothered about being caught with it every now and again. It depends how sharp it is, how much is on it. It's got to be able to keep Petrauskas off, or as you've already seen, what he'll do is he'll barrel his way onto the inside, and then he will just let go with big wide hooks, and he'll put plenty into them as well. He's just waiting for a chance to do that. Backhand there from Soror, and Petrauskas battering to the body. He doesn't really need to be there, Soror. That was decent from the Norwegian. He threw that left hand and then he just stayed where he was. He needed to move there off the back of that because he just allowed Petrauskas to throw a couple back. He's got to keep those feet moving. Tight guard for Petrauskas. A bit of reddening up around the left eye though, the Lithuanian. Petrauskas trying to get to work on the inside, but that was decent from Soror. Just found an exit route along the ropes. He's going to need to keep doing that. Petrauskas just clipped in, just cuffed in with a right on the inside, and a 1-2 there from Soror. It was taken pretty much on the gloves by Petrauskas. Right to the body from Soror. Interesting fight this. It's kind of an easy one to read in a sense, not necessarily as to who's going to win, but as to who's going to be doing what. Right hand there for Petrauskas, looked quite heavy. Needs to be careful about engaging on the inside, Soror there. Putting some meat on those shots though, the man in red. There as well, real reddening around that left eye of Petrauskas. He's been caught a good few times in this opening round. Good stuff from Hardy Soror. Good round for him. Petrauskas didn't really manage to get anything off. In the first few seconds he got close enough to let his hands go, but other than that, he looks to have a decent jab on him, Soror, and maybe a little bit more power than you'd possibly think. He did catch a left hand there, but he's got his chin tucked in nicely.
Seconds out. Second round.
Into the second round. Hardy Soror of Norway in the red. Had a good opening round for me. Valdas Petrauskas, the London 2012 bronze medalist from Lithuania, in the blue. Good body attack there from Petrauskas, and then the big overhand right just landed on the side of Soror's head, and again there, he's got to be careful. He needs to keep that left hand up. Brings that jab back a little bit slow sometimes, Soror. Could be dangerous for him, and just there as he was looking to throw the left hand. That seems to be a bit of a trigger for Petrauskas now. He's looking to go with that right hand as much as he can. It's the southpaw stance there for a second. He does come in quite square. He's got that kind of peekaboo style, but Soror just looking to put a little bit of juice on those punches. Right to the body, it's a good shot from Soror, but he was just caught a bit tall there as Petrauskas answered back with a right hand. A bit of the snap's just gone off that jab. Petrauskas with a big whipping uppercut, didn't land. Needs to keep using that jab. That's a good combination though there from Soror. That's the midway point of the fight. Taken on the gloves. Those wide hooks there from Petrauskas. Nice jab from Petrauskas. I think just caught Soror by surprise. It gives him a 1-2 in return. Petrauskas just looking to get to work on the inside a bit, and he's just beginning to get to Soror, I would say. Having more joy in this second round than he did in the first, that's for sure. Soror doing the right thing there as Petrauskas was coming in. He just took half a step back, gave himself a bit of room. Right hand there from Petrauskas. He looks like he's got a good chin, Soror, actually. He's had it checked a couple of times. Look at that right hand from Petrauskas. There was a lot on that as he let it go. It didn't land though, thankfully for Soror. Thinks he needs to do. He doesn't have to do it. He thinks it's going well there though, just to raise the right glove from the red corner. Petrauskas had more joy in that second round than he did in the first. It wasn't. Narrowly enough to win it. I'm just slightly fearful for Soror going into this final round, that he's going to get drawn into something here that he doesn't really need to be drawn into. There's that right hand, but he took that nicely, he took it well.
Second time.
So third and final round, Hardy Soror of Norway in the red. I would give him the advantage so far, although that second round was quite close. Valdas Petrauskas of Lithuania in the blue, and he's caught him already a couple of times. Soror caught high on the head by a couple of right hands, another cuffing, clubbing right hand there. He needs to try and keep that distance, Soror, try and keep it on the outside. I think that maybe goes against his natural tendencies to an extent though. Does have that reach, but he doesn't always look to try and use it, just covering up there effectively enough as Petrauskas batters him around the body. Little uppercut on the inside there from Petrauskas.
The last round.
Nice right to the body there from Soror. Just springing into a surprise jab there, Petrauskas. He's caught with the right hand as he moved forward there, the Lithuanian. Nice right to the body. That was a good combination that from Soror, and then a good jab as well. Right hand there from Petrauskas wasn't far away, and Soror was really square with his weight on his heels. Those are good combinations though from Soror. And once he throws it, again, he needs to move rather than just stand still. It's a really interesting fight this, a minute to go. Nice combination again there from Soror, and then he did take the weight back. He's never hurt Petrauskas, but he's landed punches, and that's what it's about. Petrauskas has got the more kind of latent threat, if you like. If he lands a big one, he looks like he could do some damage to pretty much anybody, but he hasn't. Well, he did there, actually, just as I say it, but he's got a good chin Saror, and he takes another one. Nice combination there, answering back from Hadi Saror. I would say over the course of 3 rounds that Saror has outlanded Petrauskas. But the heavier shots, although they haven't hurt Saror, have come from the man in blue. So I'm not entirely sure what the judges will do with this. Good fight though, really good fight. 2 different kinds of styles of fighters. But Saror looks like he's got a bit of everything really. He can jab, he can get onto the inside, hold his feet, and throw nice kind of short, crisp punches as well. One to watch maybe, I've not seen him before. There's that big right hand, but he just didn't blink. And he wore a few of them too. There's another one.
Пані та панове, результат поєдинку у рингу А. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by split decision, the boxer of blue corner.
Well, Petrauskas gets it. And I think the judges have gone there with the kind of heavier blows and come forward aggression there of Petrauskas, but I made that a very, very close fight. And it's a good performance that from Hadi Saror. Split decision it was as well. Petrauskas absolutely delighted to be guaranteed a bronze medal to add to that London 2012 bronze, but Saror can hold his head up high there. And look how close that is. Really, really close. 3-2 it was. Banging away on the inside there, Petrauskas. He could have done much more to Saror, to be honest. If we're being hypercritical, he maybe engaged a bit when he didn't really need to, but it wasn't like he wasn't landing punches. It wasn't like he was struggling when he was fighting on the inside. He was making a pretty good job of it. Might be quite a tough one for him to take, but it was actually pretty difficult to score. They always take the decisions, tight decisions, so well. It's just a fact of life when you're at top international level. You'll be in close fights. Sometimes you'll get it, sometimes you won't. Well, this is a terrific matchup at middleweight. Peter Kamakov of Russia up against Alexander Kizhnyak of Ukraine. Kizhnyak's come down from 81. Kamakov was at Rio at 81 as well, actually, but 75 is his favoured division. He qualified via WSB for Rio at that weight, but Russia decided to go with their APB star Artem Chabotarev instead, so he had to qualify all over again. And he did it, which is a terrific achievement, to be honest. Boxing out of the St. Petersburg Boxing Club. Got a bye and then beat Edin Avcic of Austria on his way here. He's boxed in WSB, as I mentioned. In Rio, he lost by split decision to Albert Ramirez in the prelims. It's a pretty terrible draw, that, to be honest. That'll be a big cheer for Kizhnyak. Beat Marius Ganache and then Ben Whittaker of England in the first couple of rounds from the Poltava region. Gold medalist at the European Under-22 Championships recently. So nearly made it to Rio. He lost a box-off in Samsun for 3rd place and a qualification spot, then came 7th in Baku, which didn't leave him too far away either. We've had one Russia-Ukraine in Ring A this afternoon already, and Russia won that one thanks to Vasily Yegorov defeating Nazar Kurochin, the light flyweight.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome his opponent. He joined us in the blue corner, the boxer from Slovenia. Please welcome Andrej Semes.
No holding.
Judges from Ireland, Bulgaria, Turkey, Germany, and Australia.
So here we go, Kamakov of Russia in the red corner, Kishniak of Ukraine in the blue corner. Qualified for Rio via Baku, Kamakov. I think Pavel Silyagin went to the qualifier in Samsun and didn't get there, and they felt they owed Kamakov another chance. Stepping up another 6 kilos is a big thing to do, but as I say, he had already qualified at 75 by WSB, but they chose to go with Chebotarev and Kamakov in the running for another Olympic cycle. Looking to unload with a big left hand there. These two going looking for each other early on here. Trying to stick that left hand, Kamakov. It's Kishniak who's got the centre of the ring. He's got that quite wide stance, particularly when he sets himself to throw. Left to the body there from Kamakov was a decent shot. He's boxing pretty well on the move here, the Russian. Tight guard there from Kishniak. A lot of these punches from Kamakov have been taken on the gloves on the forearms, just quickens up those feet, the man in blue, as he tries to pursue his man across the ring. He's a muscular fighter though, Kamakov. He's got enough on these punches to keep Kishniak off it. So far he has, anyway. Good combination there from Kamakov. Again, looking to close in there, but Kamakov has got the answers at the minute, I would say. Final 30 seconds of round one. Nice left hand lead, left uppercut there, really, from Kamakov. Kishniak trying to just close that space down and then throw, but he's always meeting something on the way in. Kamakov's always got something for him. Tries to push his way through that front door. Great exchange right to the end of the round, and the crowd loving this one.
Пробил, уходи на дистанцию сразу. Только он развернулся, твоя атака сразу. Умница. Не беги так откровенно, нашел в это пространство, убегай. Останавливай его. Она дернул, остановил, пробивай. Понятно. Не давай ему.
Just dips onto a left hand there, Kamakov. For the most part, though, that head movement was pretty effective.
Second round. Second round.
Right hand from Kijniak wasn't far short there. Left hand from Kamakov as he just moves away to his left. Gets good power when he's throwing those punches, even though he's throwing them on the move, really. It's pretty impressive. Kamakov just being told to keep his head up. Just coming with it a bit low. Kijniak short with the right hand. There's nothing particularly dangerous about the heads at the minute. It's just that Kamakov does come forward with his head a little bit low at times. They haven't really looked like they're going to clash. Kijniak, again, is just relentlessly coming forward here, just past the midway point of the contest, and he needs Kamakov to slow down a bit. Nice uppercut on the inside there from Kamakov. Kijniak's the aggressor here in terms of who's on the front foot in this fight, but most of the better punches have come from the Russian. I'm just wondering if there's a bit of damage to his nose. Kamakov is on the far side of the ring, to me. And he's just beginning to breathe quite heavily too. Mouth open, which is sometimes a sign of that. Nice short right hand on the inside from Kijniak. Pouring out those punches again. I wouldn't say he's beginning to wilt exactly, that wouldn't be quite the right word, but Kijniak is wearing him down a touch. Good left to the body there from Kijniak, and all hell breaking loose at the end of the second round. The right hand from Kijniak was maybe a little bit around the back of the head, which is what the referee is saying to him. 2 rounds down, 1 to go between these two. Kijniak of the two, I think, is the fresher. Left to the body was a good shot there from Kijniak. And that was the action right at the end of the round, which was pretty frantic. Need a touch of gloves before the start of the third. Good fight this, another good one. Kamakov, I thought, did enough, boxing off that back foot and landing some good, powerful punches to take that first round. Kijniak was starting to get to him in the seconds, that's for sure. And he does look the fitter, the fresher of the two. Kijniak looking to dig to the body. I think those body shots are starting to have a bit of an effect. He was just taking a big deep breath there, Kamakov, as he got caught with the left hand. Just a little left jab, big wide hooks there from Kijniak. Quite heavy clubbing punches he throws. even if I don't really land clean, I still have an effect. That's a lovely left to the body, really good left to the body. The referee was saying he thought that might have been a bit low. I don't think so. I was square to it, and it looked like it landed just above the belt line. Kizhniak looking to the body again. Kamakov trying to fight fire with fire here. Into the second half of this final round. Kizhniak working the body again, looking to ram that uppercut up the middle. Big strafing left hand there from Kizhniak as well. He's got to keep the pressure on Kamakov here. Make sure he takes this third and final round. He's looking a bit marked up here, Kamakov. Just to say that he manages to dig in and find something. Kizhniak with a nice right hand and then rolls away to his right. Looking for the right hand over the top there, Kizhniak, followed by the left. The left hand just glanced off the top of Kamakov's head. Big gulp of air there from Kamakov and walked straight onto a 1-2 from Kizhniak. Final 30 seconds of big shots here from Kizhniak. Kamakov is all in almost. He needs that final bell. He's looking a little bit shaky. Kizhniak comes forward. Kamakov trying to keep him off. Kizhniak again with the 1-2. Hooks on the inside from the Ukrainian, and Kamakov really digging in here, really biting down. This has been magnificent entertainment, particularly this final round. Kizhniak trying to deliver some kind of telling blow here as the bell goes. They swap punches. Fantastic fight. We've had some really good ones here this afternoon already, but that might be the best one so far. That third and final round was absolutely furious. Kizhniak is wearing the expression of a man who feels that he's done enough. If you hadn't watched it and you just had a look at the two of them at the end, you would probably make the man in blue the winner by the look of their faces. Kamakov has got a bit more damage, but you don't score fights like that. You score them on punches landed. Kamakov landed plenty in the first round. Kamakov deserves a lot of respect for the performance he put in there as well. Kizhniak, well, he just never stopped. He was relentless. His fitness levels are terrific. He is a force, without a doubt, and he will take some stopping. Let's have a look at the scores, and well, it was close. 4 scores of 29 to 28, 1 of 30 to 27. But he gets it on every card there, Kizhniak. But that's a good example of the final score, the 5-0. Doesn't tell you the story there. The first round, as he was boxing off that back foot, was just moving Kamakov. He had enough of those punches to win that first round, I felt. And then Kizhniak just came more into it. The second round was more even. It wasn't conclusive, I don't think, really. You know, it was pretty tight. That final round, you go Kizhniak's way with that one. I don't think there's too much round like that, but it was a full-blooded shootout, to be perfectly honest. And now another quarter-final at middleweight. Max van der Bas and Salvatore Caballero. And these two met in the Baku qualifier for the Rio Olympics last year, and it was Caballero who won.
Now making his way to the red corner of the ring A from the Netherlands, Max
didn't progress to the Olympic Games, so Caballero, unfortunately. Here comes Van der Bas, 24 years old, from Elsendorp, reigning national champion. got to the World Championships 2 years ago. We'll be back there again later on this year. And got some quarterfinals of this competition 2 years ago as well, so hoping to go one better this time around. Beat Sandro Politan and then Armand Darchinian in the previous 2 rounds. David Williams, our referee, and here's Cavaliero, got a bye and then beat Victor Karabchevchi, 21 years old, from Sicily, from Catania. He's boxed in WSB and at the World Championships 2 years ago, these European Championships a couple of years ago as well, World Youth Championships, World Junior Championships, so again 2 experienced campaigners here.
У секунду рингу запрошується боксер із Азербайджану. Ladies and gentlemen, and his opponent join us to the blue corner, the boxer from Azerbaijan. Please welcome Kamran Shakshuwali.
Referee from Wales, Denmark, Williams. Judges from England, Russia,
Heads up,
France, and
no
the
rules, no holding. You see, break, you step.
So here we go, another one at middleweight, 75 kilos. Max van der Pas of the Netherlands in the red, Salvatore Cavaliero of Italy in the blue. As I mentioned, they met in the huge Olympic qualifier in Baku in Azerbaijan, and it was Cavaliero who won. He got to the quarterfinals but didn't get any further than that, so he was close to making it to Rio but didn't quite get there. So Van der Pas and Cavaliero, both southpaws, just having a look at each other in the first 20 seconds or so. Italia Thunder back in WSB this season. Saw them a couple of times, saw them ringside at York Hall. Good to have them back in World Series boxing.
Round 1.
Van der Pas looking for a big left hand there, and I was right behind that. It looked like it could land pretty solidly, but Cavaliero, I think, just moved back and managed to ride it. Cavaliero's the more aggressive of the two so far. There are some technical flaws there, though. As he looks to throw, he does tend to kind of walk forward as he's throwing. Left hand there from Van der Pas was nice and balanced. If Van der Pas can just tempt him in, and then as he comes in, just give himself a little bit of room, he might be able to catch him. Keep using that jab if I was Van der Pas as well. This one warming up. The final minute of the first round.
Break.
Nice left to the body there from Van der Pas. I think the heads might come together in this fight. The referee's going to warn them about it, and he's right to, but I don't think there's going to be much he can do to stop it. He does come in with a head low there, Cavaliero. He was too far away there for it to matter, but just see the way he stoops a bit. Did well. The pass, he just took half a step back as Cavaliero was barging his way in, which is what I was talking about before. But just see the way he stoops a bit. Did well. Not much landing clean there. The pass, he just took half a step back as Caballero was barging his way in. Not much landing clean there.
Il montante sotto. O anche il gancio.
Van der Pas is the more technically astute of these two. Caballero's a muscular kind of, well, maybe brawl is a bit harsh, but he's looking for an opportunity to come forward and just let his hands go. He's not that bothered how he does it. It's a nice jab that from Van der Pas, and he's got some decent looking orthodox, although he is a southpaw, some technically orthodox, if you like, skills. Bit of a nick on the cheek there. I think that probably would have been from the heads coming together. Just on the cheekbone, under the left eye of Van der Pas. It doesn't look like it's any kind of a problem. There goes Caballero, just leaping in. He's slightly tentative with the jab, Van der Pas, and I don't really know why. The referee's not going to call a knockdown there. That was him just pushed off balance, really, by the inside of the arm. That's what the referee's saying. Just fences with that jab rather than really sends it. Bit of tapes come free of the wrist. Need to trim that off. Caballero just making Van der Pas give some ground there, and that'll look good to the judges. Didn't really land a lot, but he's on the front foot. And again there, similar story. That tape's come free again. They need to trim that off and apply a bit more, I think, rather than just trying to stick it down again. It hasn't worked. Caballero looking to lead with a right uppercut there. Good reflexes from the Italian. Van der Pas just a bit too close as he looked to unload with the 1-2. Stepping in with the jab a bit more there, Van der Pas, but it fell slightly short. Good left hand there from the Dutchman. Van der Pas of the Netherlands in the red, Caballero of Italy in the blue. This at middleweight, 75 kilos, quarter-final stages. A bit untidy, this. Most fights involving Caballero, I suspect, probably are quite untidy. He's got that sort of rugged style which is difficult to combat. Plenty of aggression from him as well, though. You couldn't accuse him of being negative. That's certainly not the case. Van der Pas has struggled at times to find an answer to it, and neither one of them, again, has really landed much clean in that second round either. And Caballero might be nicking this at the minute.
Hai portato quei ganci destri prima larghissimi, non devi mettere la forza, devi mettere la rapidità, la frequenza, non me la.
So, third and final round. Max van der Pas of the Netherlands in the red, Salvatore Cavaliero of Italy in the blue. There's not been a massive amount to pick between these two, but I would probably rather be in a blue corner. Cavaliero's made van der Pas give ground more than the other way around, and that could really be what wins him the fight, because, as I say, neither have really landed anything solid or clean that you can really remember. For a big uppercut there, Cavaliero, and that was actually a pretty decent shot from van der Pas. Did connect with the right hand. With the left hand, it was blocked by van der Pas, who moved away to his right, turned his man effectively there, but didn't really come back with a lot. Right hand from Cavaliero. He was just moving away from it there, van der Pas. So that big movement you saw to the right-hand side, that wasn't really caused by the punch. But I think in the eyes of the judges, it's Cavaliero who's doing more. Could be wrong, but it looks like that from where I'm sitting. My prediction about the heads clashing hasn't really happened, I'm glad to say. With 30 seconds to go. Clapper goes, 10 seconds to go. Just got caught by a right hand quite high on the head there, Cavaliero. Slightly open, a little bit careless. Bell goes, and not a great reaction from either corner. We'll have to wait and see. I'd be more confident if I was in the blue corner, I'd say. But really, in terms of punches landed, clean punches landed, there were very, very few.
Фінальний результат цього поєдинку у рингу А. Переможець двобою одноголосним рішенням суддів. The winner of this bout by unanimous decision is the boxer of blue corner.
And it's Cavaliero who gets it by unanimous decision. Didn't really ignite that one. The styles, if you like, didn't really blend. Well, 4 scores of 29 to 28. So again, there the 5-0 doesn't tell you the story at all. Also heavyweights. Final two fights of this afternoon session will be in the heavyweight division, 91 kilos, and we'll be seeing the world and Olympic champion in Evgeny
Ladies and gentlemen,
Tischenko
welcome to the first bout of the heavyweight
against
division.
Adam Hamori of Hungary.
У червоний кут рингу запрошується боксер із Росії. And now making his way to the red corner of the ring A from Russia, Evgeny Tischenko.
Tischenko got a bye in the first round, then beat Arik Manassian of Armenia. Got a silver medal in the 2013 World Championships as well. Boxed in WSB,
У
of
синій
course.
кут рингу запрошується
Krasnodar,
боксер
but
із
now residing in Moscow.
Угорщини. And his rival joining us from Hungary, Adam Hamori.
Hamori significantly less experienced, got past Nicholas Weissman and then Eric Tlukanec in the first couple of rounds of the quarterfinals of the recent European Under-22s. Boxed at the World Juniors. Two-time national champion Hamori as well, but Tischenko in terms of big fight, big tournaments experience has got a lot more. He's been and done almost all of it. If he could pick up gold in the European Championships, then he would complete the set of European, World and Olympic.
Запрошується боксер у синій кут рингу, боксер із Білорусі. Ladies and gentlemen, and now his opponent joining us to the blue corner, the boxer from Belarus. Please welcome him, Vladislav Smilenikov.
Alejandro Barrientos of Cuba, our referee. Dwarfed a bit, Senor Barrientos, as he stands in the middle of these two.
Cuba, Alejandro Barrientos. Judges from Wales, Italy, Kazakhstan, Turkey, and Ireland.
Referee in the ring, from Morocco. Judges from
So into the first round. Tischenko of Russia in the red, Hamori of Hungary in the blue. Tischenko in the southpaw stance, Hamori in the orthodox. Tischenko the taller of these two. Looking aggressive at the start of this fight, Hamori. Tischenko has got real reach on him when he decides to use it. Nice combination on the inside there, Hamori. Just stepped away to his left-hand side, got underneath that southpaw jab and then let his hands go. Does again there, but they're landing on the forearms. But they look good. Looks good to the judges at ringside when someone's able to get that arms free and just swing. He's a very noisy fighter, Tischenko, always has been. Every time he throws anything, you certainly hear it. You hear the effort. Looking for the body there, Tischenko. The left landed, the right didn't. Switches southpaw there briefly, Hamori. Very, very briefly. Not really got that jab going, Tischenko. Left to the body was a good shot from the Russian. Cuffing right hand there from Hamori. That's where he's looking to do some damage to Hungarian, gets into that kind of three-quarter range and then just really lets them go. But he covers up well, Tischenko. He's not really very easy to find. gets back into that defensive shell quickly, Tichenko. Throws, and then those gloves are back up nice and smartly. Good opening round.
Надо поработать сами, ты не слышно? Ты видишь, ты успеваешь его. По животу вставляешь, живота на голову переводи. Тебя слышно? Заставь себя, заставь. Пора заставлять себя. Тебя слышно? Передняя рука идет, левая идет, прямой по животу пойдет. И по печени вставляй. Живот? Молодец, мальчик, сейчас встаем. Держи. Давай, давай, Женечка. Сдувай его переднюю руку. Женя, сдувай его переднюю руку. Не надо с ним сбить, не надо с ним бороться. Отойди от него. Отойди назад от него. Ты бьешь лево, право, лево бьешь. Отошел назад от него. Он тебя прет.
Вот так же. Genom för detta mot. Ett kast till det, ett kast till det.
The second round.
So into the second round, Hamori of Hungary in the blue, Evgeny Tichenko, world and Olympic champion of Russia in the red. Wasn't a great deal in that first round. Most of what Hamori threw, though, did land on the gloves, on the forearms. Tichenko, towards the end of the round, was beginning to get to work a little bit more. Good right hand there from Tichenko. Kind of chopping down with it, sweeping right hand, wasn't really a hook. Left to the body was a nice punch from the Russian. You can't afford to be hesitant, Hamori. Just then he was in range, which puts himself in range for Tichenko too, and he didn't really commit. When he's in there, he's got to really mean it. Otherwise, he needs to get back out of the way. Just popped off an orthodox jab there, Tichenko. Tichenko just pivots around that front foot pretty well. He works that clock face, as people describe it. Good right hand there from Hamori. Left hand on the inside from Hamori as well, as Tichenko just looks to open up a touch himself there. Tichenko looking to sink that left to the body. Left hand again there from Hamori. Quite a bit of a stagger there from Tichenko. I think it was just a loss of balance, but he did just kind of list away to his right hand side a bit. He's had some success in this round, Hamori. Tichenko's been the one who's connected, I would say, with more serious blows, but Hamori has got through on occasion. It's set up for an interesting final round here.
The second round.
Good performance from Hamori, I think, so far. I've not seen him before. Tishenko was always going to be the favourite heading into this one, and I would have him in the ascendancy going into this third and final round, but there's not that much in it.
The last round.
Evgeny Kichenko of Russia in the red, Adam Hamori of Hungary in the blue. Kichenko just using his feet well there. Hamori made some miss. He came bundling forward, left to the body there from Tishenko. He's got those really long arms, he drops those elbows. Covers up well though, Tishenko. He's got those really long arms, he drops those elbows. Nothing to hit. They protect him completely. Just stoops down, so he's got that face very behind. They protect him completely. Just stoops down, so he's got that face very behind the gloves. Morino is still on the front foot here. Nice left to the body there from Tishenko as the Hungarian was just trying to unload. 90 seconds to go. Left to the body and then a spin around that front foot from Tishenko. Jab just falling slightly short there from Hamori. Tishenko just moving his feet here, nice right hand, just thrown up from the waist, and then trying to bang to the body with the left, just pot shotting a bit here, Tishenko into the 30 seconds. I wouldn't say Hamori's run out of ideas. He's put a lot into this, but defensively Tishenko is sound. 30 seconds. I wouldn't say Hamori's run out of ideas. He's put a lot into this, but defensively Tishenko is sound. It's not complicated what he does. He doesn't use a huge amount of exaggerated upper body movement, but he covers up really well. Nice combination there from Tishenko. Hamori knows that he put everything into that. But that it's going to go to the red corner. I think he's aware of that. I think the red corner are aware of that as well. Left hand did get through there though from Hamori. punches together well in those kinds of situations, but see that guard intact.
The winner of this bout by unanimous decision, boxer of red corner, Yevgeny
Chenko gets it by unanimous decision. One of the easier ones to score that the judges have had in Ring A this afternoon. And all 5 judges giving to Chenko all 3 rounds. I wouldn't have any argument with that. Rory's best round was probably the first. So just one more to go in this afternoon session, and that's a heavyweight as well, and we'll see a Ukrainian next up against a Frenchman.
Никита, привет. Сидела на соревнованиях, пропустила бой Хомукова. Блин, расскажи, что там, правда, прям реально проиграл? Или с украинцем просто с местным засудили? Там вообще какая здесь ситуация? Ну так, хотя бы в 2 словах.
Еще раз представляю вам спонсоров партнеры Чемпионата Европы с боксу ЧЕ-2017. Поведение партнера турнира компания Smart Energy. Благодійний фонд Дмитра Швецова. Генеральна вода Регіна. Партнер змагань фармацевтична компанія Здоров'я, компанія Інтертул, мережа автозаправних комплексів ВОК, мережа АЗС Маршал, прем'єр-палац Хотел Харків і банкірський дом.
So last fight of the afternoon session, Ramazan Muslimov of Ukraine up against Paul Omba-Biongolo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next bout in the heavyweight division. І у червоний кут рингу запрошується боксер із України. And now making his way to the red corner of the ring A from Ukraine, Ramazan Muslimov.
And he's a local man too, Muslimov from Kharkiv. Beat Poland's Igor Jakubowski. And Ireland's Darren O'Neill, bronze medal at the European Under-22s, 2016 national champion.
Paul Omba-Biongolo.
Paul Omba-Biongolo of France got a bye then, beat Christian Dimitrov, 21 years old, got the gold medal at the European Under-22 Championship, so he's gone one better than Muslimov there. Qualified for Rio 2016 via the Samsung tournament, went out in the early stages.
І вас суперник запрошується у синій кут рингу Б. Боксер із Азербайджану. Ladies and gentlemen, and his opponent join us to the blue corner, to the ring B, the boxer from Azerbaijan. Please welcome Abdulkadir Abdullayev.
Referee to ring A from Bulgaria, Pavel Pavlov. Judges from Bulgaria.
So final fight of this afternoon session in Ring A, heavyweight division, 91 kilos, Ramazan Muslimov of the Ukraine in red, Paul Omba-Biongolo of France in blue. Biongolo looks looks for a right hand early there. This afternoon session in ring A, heavyweight division, 91 kilos, Ramazan Muslimov of the Ukraine in red. One, two there from Muslimov, but he was moving back at the time there, Biongolo, and was covering up, so it didn't really have any impact. Jab into the body there, Biongolo.
Round one.
Double jabs from Muslimov. Referee just having a word with Muslimov about pushing off with a forearm. It's a bit messy, this, a bit untidy. First couple of minutes of the first round. That's a little bit better. Muslimov looking to let go with the left and then the right, but they didn't land. Before that, Biongolo was muscling his way onto the inside, which is what he looks to try and do by the look of it. I've never seen either of these two before. That's a more orthodox looking 1-2 there from Biongolo. Final 10 seconds, just falling short with the right hand there, Biongolo. Not much in this opener, not much at all. It's a nice left on the inside there from Biongolo.
Oui. Tu tombes va passer le coup de et ligne va passer tout tombe. Bravo, bravo, bravo. OK, tout tombe va passer. Et vous voulez d'accord?
Tough one to score that opening round, really. Jean Dovey just leading through the ropes there.
Отже, переможець у першому раунді нокаутом.
So these two trading jabs at the start of the second round.
The winner of this bout, by KO, the boxer from red corner, Clark.
Probably just hearing echoing around the rest of the arena there, Chivon Clark of Great Britain of England has won by knockout in ring B. So that's boxing for the afternoon completed, I think. Next door, we've still got a couple of rounds to go here in ring A. Nice jab to the body there from Muslimov. Funny the way he throws that right hand, Biongolo. Doesn't really extend it at all. It's a bent arm punch that kind of stays bent all the way through, even though he looks like he's trying to throw it straight. It's slightly curious. Right hand there from Muslimov. It was a decent shot, but as was the right hand off the back foot from Biongolo, and another one. Nice left hand there from Biongolo, just as Muslimov had thrown his right. Good right hand there from Muslimov though, and Biongolo looked like he just took a little bit of a backward step there. Lost concentration slightly. The referee hadn't called break, and he was caught by a left hand again. Muslimov has found the target 3 or 4 times in the last few seconds. Just getting slightly careless, the Frenchman. And he could be in a bit of bother here, heading into the final minute of the second round. Seems to have got himself back together okay, and is certainly throwing enough. Big right hand there, though, from Muslimov, and the referee, I think, is going to step in for a count here, and he does. He's a bit careless, a bit open at the minute, Biongolo, and the referee's done the right thing there, I think, because I'm not sure he's far away from catching a really big one here. Right hand down the middle from Muslimov, that's certainly what he thinks. Uppercut catches his man, the left hand does as well, and the referee steps in for another count. He's hitting him at will here, pretty much, Muslimov. There's not much longer left to go in this round. But the corner will have a good look at Biongolo between rounds, I'd have thought, and see if they want to send him out for another one, because he's been hit too easily. 2 standing counts. Maybe they'll send him out and tell him that he really needs to show them something, and if he doesn't, then they'll throw the towel in, because I fear for him a bit in this third round, to be honest. He's just wide open there. He was just standing in front of Muslimov with his gloves down. He seemed to be with it. He was alert, he was aware, but just shipping punishment far too easily. He's just wide open there. He was just standing in front of Muslimov with his gloves down. Far in that French corner, I would definitely be telling him, you need to show us something in the first 30 seconds, or we'll stop this.
Seconds out.
Another standing count, and I think it'll be over anyway.
The last round.
So into the third round. Trying to get on the jab a little bit. Right hand comes back from Muslimov, and he's going to try and fight fire with fire here, Biongolo. It's admirable, but I'm not sure how advisable it is. For a second there, he was a sitting target. Reached for the right hand a bit, and he was stuck on his front foot completely. Short left hand there from Muslimov was decent, but Biongolo didn't feel that one. He just walked straight through it. Funnily enough, he's not really looked that hurt whenever he's been caught, but he didn't have any complaint about the 2 standing counts because he knew that he'd been caught clean. Big right hand there from Muslimov. Biongolo again takes it. To open up with a left hand to the body there, Biongolo didn't land, and Muslimov hasn't really put his foot to the floor in this round. He knows that he's got this in his pocket, really. He just needs to avoid some kind of catastrophe in the remaining minute or so, and he's going through to the semi-finals with a bronze medal in his pocket. great combination there from Biongolo, and it's Muslimov who hits the deck. Terrific stuff from the Frenchman. Showed a lot of character, a lot of heart here. I didn't fancy his chances in this third round, I really didn't, but now if he can really put it on Muslimov, maybe he can get this done. It would be an absolutely incredible turnaround. Muslimov, to me, looks like he's okay, but Biongolo looks for a big right hand, and he nearly caught him again there. 10 seconds to go. It's not going to be quite long enough for Biongolo, but that was a good combination that put his man down. The bell goes, and hats off to Paul Biongolo for pulling that one out in the final round. I did not see that coming at all, but having had 2 standing counts in the second, I think he's going to turn out on the wrong side of this one. But there's that right hand, chopping down right hand, and down he goes. It was a well-delivered punch to the side of the head, and they could do some real damage. It wasn't quite around the temple, it was just a little bit lower than that, on the side of the head, around about the ear, and if it had taken away the balance there of Muslimov, he could have been in big trouble.
Результати поєдинку у рингу А. Перемогу здобув роздільним рішенням суддів. And the winner of this bout by the split decision, boxer from the blue corner.
Well, Biongolo gets it. Biongolo gets it. It's a kind of helter-skelter one to score in many ways, because although he suffered the 2 standing counts in the second round, it's about interpreting dominance. The standing counts don't necessarily mean that you use a point in even scoring. The first round for me was pretty even. The third round, you would say, was his due to the knockdown. There was all sorts going on in that fight. 28-27, 3 28-27s, 4 28-27s, 2 apiece, and then 30 points to 26 was the deciding factor with Judge George Brown. And there was a warning in there. There was a warning in there, which I must confess, for Ramzan Muslimov, that I missed the point going off. And that, in the end, would have been absolutely critical. So that concludes the afternoon's action in Ring A, and we had some terrific fights here over the course of the 10 bouts. We see we'll be back pretty shortly, actually, in just under 45 minutes for the evening's entertainment. Make sure you rejoin us for that.
corner, Евгений Кармичи, Беларусь.
And for the second round.
Вилла категории до 70. Вилла red corner, Silver McGrail, England.
Se está trabajando bien. Y cuando él venga para adelante.
Red corner, Hasekas Brockhouse.
Ha!
Ladies and gentlemen, please opponent, join us to the blue corner to the ring.
That's got to be tight. You need that tighter. Once you've got that tight, Luke, you can't. Okay, go in behind your jab, fast feet,
Watch it,
in
back.
there, with a tight
Every
front
move
hand.
something.
Blue corner, England.
Результат другого рингу Б. Синій кут рингу Б. Боксер із Азербайджану.
Blue corner, Lithuania.
Myliu, aš ačiū, kad palaikėt mane. Gusta, aš tave dievinu.
From Slovenia, please welcome Andriy Semes.
Blue corner, Blue corner.